Hey guys, let's be honest, Titanfall 2 is a game about speed. Going slow is a no-go. You will just die. So everybody wants to go fast, and I am here to show you today how to do that, how to make that possible, and how you can cruise through the sky at 100 miles an hour and make your competition seem like a slowpoke while you cruise past them like a Ferrari. To do this, one thing to note is it is extremely difficult to do with the standard button layout on controller. I highly recommend that you switch to a certain button layout that I will show here, and it will make it a lot easier to be able to do all the things you need to do in order to make yourself maintain your slide hops, your wall bumps, your grapples, your air strafing, and all the little things that are going to allow you to move really fast and fluidly through this game. So you can just be focusing on aiming while you just move through the game at the same time. So one thing to note with this specific button layout is that your crouch is L1 and your jump is clicking in the right thumbstick, which is R3. This just allows you to be able to crouch and jump and not remove your fingers from the joysticks, which is key to allow us to do our air strafing. Without this kind of specific setup or something very similar, it's basically going to be almost impossible to be able to pull off perfect kind of consistent movement in this game. Alright guys, so once you have your button layout switched and set up something similar to what I showed earlier in the video, the next thing to do is go into your settings and make sure that you have hold to crouch selected in your settings as well. That's going to be key moving forward to make sure you're going to be able to pull this off. And your next step is just to practice some consistent slide hops. And to do this, it's going to actually be pretty simple starting out. All you need to do is start sliding by moving forward, holding down the crouch button, which in our case is going to be L1. And then all you need to do is jump, and you're going to just hold down this crouch button the whole time. You don't need to let it go. And as soon as you hit the ground, you're just going to keep jumping and bouncing and basically bunny hopping. You will eventually lose speed doing this, and this is where air strafing comes in. If you can manage to air strafe and turn through the air, you can actually gain speed, and this way you won't just come to a stop like, when you typically will just lose momentum as you travel. You can flip the game around and actually start gaining speed, which just completely changes the game and makes it basically like a rally car race shooter game, which is just amazing. So to air strafe, all we need to do is slide hop and curl either left or right through the air. Alternating them is going to allow you to go in a straight path, because obviously if you keep going left or if you keep going right, you're going to run into a wall or an object eventually. So it's all about learning how to maintain reading what's ahead of you and alternating curling left and right through the air so that you can keep going and maintaining your momentum. So in this example of air strafing, I'm going to hold far right on the left thumbstick and slightly right on the right, and then vice versa. So it's all the way one way on the left thumbstick and then slightly that same way on the right thumbstick. And once you guys can start incorporating both slide hopping and air strafing consistently, you'll just notice you're flying around the map, and you're going to have a ton more fun, because it just transforms the type of game that this is into just something that's not just a shooter, but a movement shooter. And this is why this game stands above the other ones as far as movement goes and is basically unrivaled. This video will be part one of my overall movement guide. There's a ton more to the game as far as reaching max speeds. You got your grappling, you have your stimming, obviously. you know, wall running optimization, and there's a ton of different ways to situationally incorporate different movements that are going to give you big advantages in the game if you know when and how to do them. Anyway, thanks a ton for listening, guys, and we will see you on the next one. Cheers.